Okay, so let's talk a little bit about business continuity solutions now. So business continuity planning is about planning for when things go wrong, when IT systems are unavailable, and how we're going to provide continuity of service. And Workspace has become a little bit more popular with companies who are looking to diversify by standing up Google Workspace alongside their existing IT solutions so that they have full vendor redundancy in the event of an issue.
Right. And it's important to highlight, Andrew, that we're not talking about ripping and replacing your existing Microsoft Office or communication productivity platform. This is specifically designed to sit in the background as a break glass in case of emergency solution. In case of an attack or ransomware, you have something to exit.
That's right. Yeah. So it's really setting up Google Workspace in your environment and having those services be available as a standby solution. So that would be if you wanted to provide continuity for email, we're going to be setting up the Gmail service. If we need to provide continuity for document access, sharing, and collaboration, we'll be putting in Drive. We can also do chat and voice for other communications that are needed in the event of your primary vendor being unavailable due to a denial of service attack, ransomware, or other type of event that's just blocking access to core services.
So, Andrew, I've got an integration question. Right? What does this look like?
Yeah, I mean, from an integration standpoint, there's two things that are going to happen. First, we're going to integrate to synchronize key data. So if you wanted your recovery solution to have email available, we could synchronize the last 90 days of mail or even the entire email history for the company and keep that up to date on an ongoing basis. We could do the same thing with document repositories, whether that's OneDrive, SharePoint, on-premise file servers, doesn't matter. We can, do the integration to synchronize those as well. The other part of integration is really around identity, right? So we want to make sure that in the event of a disaster, there's accounts ready for executives and stakeholders that are going to need to access these systems. So we'll federate with Active Directory so that identities are published into Google. And then in the event of an AD outage, Google Connect as the identity manager. And that will also work with third-party identity providers if, companies using Okta or another IDP. It just provides us the ability to integrate to keep the environment synchronized, but then also operate independently with no dependencies on your existing infrastructure, because that's really what we're contemplating in a business continuity event, is that your primary services are unavailable, and that's why you need these redundant services to be there.
Andrew, and follow up to that, would this be a viable solution for a carrier outage, for example, like it occurred earlier this year?
Yeah, I mean, the events of this year with a major carrier outage here in Canada caused a lot of organizations to really realize, how reliant they were on cellular services for remote workers. Like in the past, when everybody was in the office, it was really about the office infrastructure and office continuity of services and having redundant internet pipes and things like that. But when, a large percentage of your workforce is remote, a lot of people are reliant on cellular service. So one of the things that we've seen is actually pairing Google Workspace for continuity for email and file access and web applications is pairing that with Chrome Enterprise devices. So Chrome Enterprise devices are fully managed Google Chrome hardware, the fully managed Chrome OS, and fully managed application access with all of the security features that we talked about earlier. And those Chrome devices can be sourced with multi-vendor LTE support. So now not only do you have a solution for all of, access to email, critical communications, and voice, but you've bundled that in a piece of hardware that can also provide resilience to like third-party carrier outages or network outages of any kind. And that's something that we've seen a lot more interest in recently because of the year's events. So just wrapping up, you can see that Workspace can definitely be used as a business continuity solution alongside a Microsoft environment. And Google's approach to security with the Beyond Corp security model can allow regulated industries to meet and exceed their security standards that they have today, which really builds this comprehensive solution to address business continuity.